Hey folks, welcome to the Murray Homestead. Our main guard dog is very pregnant and she's going to give birth here the next week or so. So today I'm going to be showing y'all how I'm going to create a little safe place for her and her puppies, also known as a whelping box. Alrighty, so a whelping box or a nesting box, you can call it either one, is essentially just is literally just a box, and the whole point is to keep mama calm and comfortable, and then all of her puppies as safe and warm as possible, and provide a nice secluded calm place so that mama can give birth and then take care of the puppies and they can get all the milk they need and stuff, because the puppies come out blind and I believe deaf as well. So it's really simple. This is a German Shepherd Rottweiler mix, and she's usually about 80 pounds, so she's a big female, and she's very pregnant, so she's about 95 pounds now. She's gained a lot of weight. So generally what you want to do for dimensions of the box is you're going to measure them, they don't, good girl, from head to tail, and then generally add a foot. So you want her to be able to lay down like that and have all the babies drink, or all the puppies drinking and everything. So that's going to generally be your length. For the width, most lumber comes in 4x8, whether it's a 2x4 or whatever. So I'm just going to make ours 4 foot wide, front to back. And then for the height, you want it high enough so for the first few weeks the puppies cannot get out, but mama can get in and out. So for her, I just measured from her foot to the top of her, or the bottom of her teat, and it's about a foot. And I'll show you an important little feature of any nesting box to protect your teats, but that's really basically it. So I'm gonna go get this thing busted out. And once it's all built and installed, I'll show you all a couple little features and stuff that are pretty important to know about. All right, this is a pretty economical and pretty simple build. I'm not going to do a whole build video, but I'll just quickly show you what I'm going to use. I got some 3/4 inch plywood, um, a piece of 1 inch rigid foam board, and a couple 2x4s, and that's all that's going to be part of the construction. Also a pool noodle or a piece of PVC insulation, but I'll show you all that once I install it. And that's really it. All I'm going to do is use my track saw. You don't have to have it, but if you do projects, buy one. They're awesome. To cut out a couple 1 foot tall or wide strips. So I'll do 1, 2. I'll do those 7 feet long, and then I'll make a couple, 6 feet long, and then I'll do a couple 4 feet by 12-inch strips off this end. So I should be able to use the majority of this board and not have too much waste. All right, so I'm using my track saw today. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know how much I love this thing. It kind of doubles as a table saw, so to speak, and it's significantly less expensive, and it's a much smaller package. So what I'm using this foam board for is, it's about to be winter time here. We're about middle, late fall right now. So I'm gonna actually use this foam board on top of my concrete porch to make a nice little barrier to keep mom and the puppies from getting too cold, and it provides a little bit of cushion. So hopefully it's just makes them overall more comfortable. But with this track saw, generally you're going to want a spoil board because you're going to cut just a little bit through the material that you're cutting. So I'm going to use the majority of this sheet for the base of the whelping box, but right now it's doubling as a spoil board. Alrighty, so I got the whole frame and everything built. Let me show you a few important things in regards to a whelping box. So these are called like puppy guards or whelping guards. There's all kinds of different names for them. But I put these 2x4s, so it's 3.5 inches away from the wall and 4 inches high. So when the dog, the mother's in here laying down, all exhausted. The puppies can't see or hear hardly at all when they're born, and they can't move around very well. So the mom can actually roll over on them and crush them. So she can lay her back up against here like that, and the puppies will have a little safe space to not get crushed by mama. So that's really important. And then on this front lip here, where the mother can be going in and out to get food and stuff, I just took a pool noodle and cut it down the center on one side with a pocket knife. But the whole point of that is to keep her teats from rubbing and getting sore, and like scratched up on the wood and stuff as she's coming in and out. So that's really important and really, really cheap. You can see I got a heat lamp. Right now I have a ceramic heat lamp in there that's 150 watts. I'll link it in the description. It puts out a decent amount of heat, but the standard red heat lamps you get at Tractor Supply or whatever, those are 250 watts, and they're definitely going to put out more heat and a little bit of light. Just a quick note. If you get one heat lamp bulb, get two. Because if they go out at night or during a storm or whatever, you really, really, really do not want these puppies without heat. You can see here that foam board underneath so far has worked pretty well. And that's just going to be a slight cushion, but mainly insulation from the cold concrete. And then I got a pack of towels off of Amazon. I'll link them below. I think it was a dozen full-size bath towels for like 30 bucks, maybe. Actually, I think they're even cheaper. But whatever towels or blankets or pillows you have in here for mama, you can kind of just plan on throwing away. They're going to get pretty messy. I also got for the actual birth and day before, day after, give or take, some big puppy potty pads. They're like a big flat diaper, basically, and those are literally disposable. Mama's gonna move these around however she wants, but when they get super nasty and stuff, honestly, I'm probably just gonna toss them because I don't want them in the wash. She's got her own separate food and water bowl now. We've got 3 large dogs here, and so they all just gravity feed. So they have unlimited food 24/7. But since she'll be isolated in here, she's got her own food and water. And then I got a baby gate off of Amazon, of course. And it's about 3 feet tall, and it fit in this door frame really well. And it'll just help keep her in, but mainly keep the other dogs out. That way she has her own little peaceful sanctuary place. It's late fall here, so I'm not worried about heat as far as it being too hot. But we do have fans here on the porch if needed. But long story short, I really hope Mama's going to be happy with it. And I'll call her in and let her lay down and kind of let her get acclimated. All right, it's been about an hour, and has not moved from that spot. So she's clearly very comfortable, and she's probably really tired. But the main reason why I wanted to come back out real quick and add this little part in is 2 things about the heat lamp. One, you see I've got it on a really light duty chain. Heat lamps get hot. That should be kind of common sense, but a lot of this material around here is flammable, including if you just use a piece of twine or something. It can get hot and catch fire. The heat lamp drops. It can burst. It can electrocute. It can cause fire. So use baling wire or a really light duty chain or something. Highly recommended. And then every fastener I have on there or connection is either a carabiner with a screw clip or just a spring loaded carabiner. And then another really big thing is you see that I've got the heat lamp off to one side. Just like reptiles or any other thing that you have an isolated heat point, having the heat lamp off to the side is going to allow for a heat gradient. So if the puppies and or the mama is cold, they can go over to this side. But if anyone's getting hot, they've got plenty of room to come over here and cool off. And that's really, really important. We'll have a video coming up pretty soon with a bunch of puppies, hopefully, and we'll let y'all know how it goes. So y'all are sure to see it. Make sure to hit that stupid little bell so y'all will get a notification. Please subscribe. We just got over 200, which is pretty stinking cool, with no yoga pants. If y'all have any comments or questions or anything like that below, put them down below. And otherwise, we'll see y'all next time. Thank you. Love you.